Virgo, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. This is going to be your reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, possibly Venus, depending on what shows up for January 2021. Let's go ahead and get started by cleaning out our energy. We're going to go ahead and start our reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not already done so. This is going to be for Virgo for January 2021. Virgo for January 2021. Thanks. For Virgo for January 2021. For January 2021. Okay, you got several cards for your final outcome, but as I always say, I'm not one of those readers like, oh, it's too many cards. I feel like if they come out, they come out for a reason. Bottom of the deck, you have the Temperance card. So there's something you're trying to bring balance to. You might be seeking clarity on something. You might be trying to find your passion again. And there's something that you're trying to grow. Let's go ahead and pull our clarifiers for Virgo. Virgo for January 2021. All right, one more shuffle. Sorry, one more. All right, Virgo. Bottom of the deck for your clarifiers, you have the Nine of Wands. So I feel like some of you went through something that was very difficult for you, and you chose to or potentially are considering walking away because you don't want to fight no more. But I feel like you're finding it very difficult, but you're still trying to stand in your strength and pull up as much strength as you can to gain balance back in your situation. There's the cards that we have. I feel like you're trying to, even though you might feel defeated in a situation or relationship, you're trying to just stand your ground, realize your confidence and bring balance back into your life. In your current energy, you have the Fool clarified with the Ten of Wands. So something became too much of a burden to bear. You might have recently ended something and now you're trying to start a new leap of faith, and you're trying to really rely on spirit. Try to stay in good energy, happy, positive energy to bring more of that into your life. The energy that's crossing you, you have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So I feel like whatever this is that's you're choosing to walk away from, or you're considering walking away from for this new leap is because it wasn't fulfilling emotionally for you. You didn't feel like there was clarity or like honest communication in the situation, and that was starting to eat away at your confidence. So you chose to go ahead and move on from it, or you're strategizing or thinking about moving on from it. Your underlying energy, you have the Nine of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. So I feel like you really came to a realization of how amazing that you are. You're starting to value yourself regardless of if anybody else is. You're realizing that you are more than capable of having the life that you want and that you deserve by yourself if need be. And you're getting a lot of truth and clarity in your environment. In your recent past, you have the Ace of Swords clarified with the Star card. So I guess to me, this is speaking more about your underlying energy as well. You got this clarity that came in, this truth, and it's leading you to your wish fulfillment. You're realizing how amazing you are, and you're going to start putting action into it. And even if you're not putting action into it, you're like evaluating your thoughts, evaluating your feelings, really understanding what it is that you want to bring something more nurturing and grounding for yourself. The energy that's crowning you, you have the Queen of Wands with the Knave of Swords, which is basically the Page of Swords. So you're really thinking about how do you stand in your truth. You're realizing how abundant that you are, how I feel like you're realizing how what is the word? Like you realize you're beautiful inside and out. Your confidence in yourself is starting to grow again, and you're realizing your internal strength, your internal power. You're realizing your intuition more than you had, and you're starting to allow that to sink into you. I feel like you're also allowing more communications, whether it's with other people around you or with spirit. But I really feel like I'm getting a lot of this energy in multiple different elements and aspects of like coming into your confidence again, realizing your truth and standing up for it, speaking to it, allowing it to kind of grow and nourish you. In your near future, should things remain the same, you have the Three of Swords with the Ace of Wands. So I feel like some of you might be taking a chance on like a new passionate connection that might lead to a heartbreak, or you might be feeling saddened about something of, I feel like for some of you, you have this new opportunity that you're passionate about or that's passionate about you, but it's going to cause a little bit of heartache or disappointment. I feel like there was a long journey to travel. And some of you, I feel like you've recently started new relationships and it reminded you of like old hurts. And then others of you, I feel like you're just like feeling disappointed in yourself for not realizing your power sooner and allowing other people to get the best of you for so long. In your energy, how you feel about yourself, you have the Five of Swords clarified with the Eight of Swords. So I feel like you're really thinking heavily about these past hurts that were done to you, and you spend a lot of time being stuck in that mental prison. I feel like there's certain things that you're still not allowing yourself to see as of yet, but you will. I feel like you're heavily on this journey of reflecting and seeing your self-worth and the abilities that you possess and realizing the strengths that you have internally. And like really standing in a confident energy. So I feel like right now you might be feeling like you're not really there yet, but you're definitely on your way. How other people see you, you have the Death card clarified with the Hanged Man. And I feel like this is other people realizing that the way that you used to sacrifice yourself, you're no longer going to be doing that. You're going to be putting an end to that energy. You're going to allow things to transition that need to transition, and you're going to be helping things to grow that make you feel joyful and abundant. I feel like you're realizing that the hurt that you've gone through was actually a lesson for you, more than anything. Not that it wasn't difficult when you were going through it, but right now you've learned a lot from it, and so you're starting to appreciate that experience for the lesson that it was. In your hopes and fears, which I'm getting as a hope, you have the Seven of Cups clarified with the Empress card. So you're very hopeful of new opportunities that are coming in that are going to be able to be birthed. You're evaluating the different aspects that you have, the different talents that you have, the different resources and opportunities that surround you, and really deciding which ones speak to your heart more, which ones you want to move forward in, and the ones that you find more joy in. You're seeking for things that are, even though you have all these opportunities, you're going to go with the one that is going to feel more authentic, the one that feels more comfortable, and the one that you can see a long-term future in. Or for some of you, even if it's not a long-term future, it's something that you feel like will be abundant for you. The things that make you feel nourished in it. Your final outcome, should things remain the same, you have the Hangman, the Ten of Cups, and the Moon card, clarified with the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Wands. So what I'm getting from this is that your final outcome, should things remain the same, you might still have a period of where you're not sure how to move. There's going to be things you're not allowing yourself to see as of yet. But you are going to eventually be led to a completely loving relationship. This is the happy home, happy life, happy husband, happy wife, just very happy in general. It's going to be a relationship that meets your needs, a relationship that you feel whole and connected within. But with the Moon card here, there might be certain elements of like where you might not fully understand how that person feels or thinks or operates, but you guys will take the time to do it, to figure out how things need to be. You're going to be, both of you guys will look at each other head on to decide like what kind of relationship that you guys each want and what each of the other people need in the relationship to bring out the best and the fullest potential. Your clarifying cards, the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Other people might not feel like it's a good relationship, but you're going to be able to defend yourself. You're going to stand on your own in that situation and your choice in that relationship. And you're going to decide to like really defend yourself and really speak out of truth and clarity in the situation. Like if other people are like, oh, that's not somebody that you've typically dated before, you're going to be able to come to them and say, well, it's somebody I'm interested in. I feel good when I'm with this person. And you're going to fully be able to defend yourself in both of these cards. And you're also going to be able to speak clearly so that the people understand the point that you're trying to get across to them. Let's get some spiritual guidance. Spiritual guidance for Virgo. Okay then. Spiritual guidance for Virgo for January 2021. Spiritual guidance for Virgo for January 2021. Yeah, you're I feel like right now you're just really in your mind trying to clean out any clutter, trying to get clear with what it is that you're wanting and why you're wanting it and how you feel like the best thing for you to bring it forward is. Spiritual guidance for Virgo. All right, and this will be our last shuffle. Sorry, I'm being told one more time. Okay, spiritual guidance for Virgo for January 2021. You have the Seven of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower. So I feel like you're being kind of like guided to realize the things that you had allowed before. When people were trying to get away with things, be sneaky and shady, you're changing how you have that interaction with people, and you're being called to let people show you who they are before you fully invest with them next time. The next time you have a relationship, you don't want to feel disappointed and discouraged. You're trying to pick a path, or you're being like guided to pick a path that is true for you, something that is authentically you, instead of allowing yourself to act and behave and go towards things that you expect other people. Like other people have ways of, other people have ways of, like, they think that you should do this. They think you should do that or not do that or say that or what have you. And so you're being guided that to stay away from these energies where people are trying to be sneaky and like mysterious too much, to change the way that you've allowed relationships to go in the past, because it's not going. It's Spirit basically wants something that's a solid foundation for you, something that's authentically you. And I feel like in the past you might have done things because that's what was expected of you, which led you to disappointment and sadness. But Spirit's advising you to pick a path now that is authentically you, and speak in your truth and act in your truth. Do things that's what you want because that's what you want, not because that's what's expected. And then the bottom of the deck is the 9 of coins. So what these speak about is like really standing in your power, being willing to be alone if that's what's best for you, and knowing that when something is meant for you, it will come into your life. But you want to be of that same frequency. When we are doubtful and when we don't trust people and when we have negative expectations, that's actually what we bring in, because that's what our frequency is. But with these energies, so this is what you had in your past with the 7 of Swords, the World card, and the Tower. So people were sneaky and trying to get away with things. They weren't being their authentic self, and you weren't fully being your authentic self. And then, okay, let's see what this is. So people weren't really being their authentic self. So you weren't really able to be your authentic self either. But you're being encouraged to transition that so that you can have something that's built on a solid, stable ground. The Tower speaks about things that were set up on unauthenticity. And so it came in and Spirit shook things up to kind of make way for things so that you can have a solid, stable foundation that is authentic. And then you have the 5 of Cups, the 2 of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So that's, again, speaking of living in that energy caused you to have disappointment in love, and you're being encouraged now to pick a path that is right for you, something where you can stand in your truth and be your authentic self without any apologies. And once you do so, that's going to bring in your confidence. That's going to help you to feel balanced and like very proud of yourself. Okay, now let's get some whispers of love for some additional guidance for Virgo. For Virgo for January. January. All right, one more shuffle. For Virgo for January 2021. Virgo for January 2021. All right. Sorry, I always want them to just like drop out or like flip over, do something so that I don't question if it's the card. I feel like if I'm the one pulling it, it's my energy, and I want what Spirit wants to let us know, or Spirit's advice, not mine, for Virgo. Okay, so you got 2 of them. You have actions speak louder, express your love through actions, and choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. So again, I feel like Spirit's like really encouraging you to be your authentic self. Choose the path that is right for you. Take actions that are right for you. Put your energy towards the things that you want to see grow, not the things that you think other people want you to see grow. And even when you're communicating, you can also communicate out of love. I just want you guys to see this card. This card says choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. So I don't know if you guys can really see it, but there's all these people down here, and there's this lady that's looking over like a mountain, and there's an actual couple right there. So I feel like before you were making decisions based upon what other people wanted, because that's what the crowd was suggesting or expecting, but you really have your eye on a relationship that is authentically you, and that's what you're wanting to bring in. You're wanting to like grow yourself and nurture yourself, and that's what Spirit's encouraging and advising you to do, is be authentically you and love yourself first and foremost. Respect yourself by giving yourself the life that you want. Other people have their own life to live, and it's not fair for other people to live their life through you. So make sure that you're picking the path that is authentically you. Okay, Virgo, don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not already done so. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light.